Good morning. This is Master J coming at you again live on a Monday morning. I want to come at you today and talk about a few things. I want to talk about what it means to give your life to Christ. To give your life to Christ means to accept the principles of life, love, intelligence, strength, and substance. It means to also apply those things to your very life every single day. It means to therefore be one with the higher mind. It doesn't mean what traditionally you've been taught by the church. It doesn't mean surrendering and giving your life to Jesus. Just Jesus is not Christ entirely. Jesus was not Christ. Jesus was Jesus. Jesus is a metaphor for perfected man. But Christ is the personification of spirit or mind. Whenever you give your life to Christ, you give your life to the principles, and you also live by those principles. You live by those very principles that was supposed to be taught. Now, the word Christ is not the valid word for what I'm talking about, but nevertheless, I'm going to use it because for a lot of people, it's relevant to them because they don't know any better or any other definition for the principles that I'm talking about. Those principles are what life is all about, what existence is all about. The Antichrist, however, is anti-love, which you call hate, anti-intelligence, which you call ignorance, anti-life, which you call death, anti-strength, which you call weakness or passiveness, anti-substance, which means being superficial. A lot of people are of the Antichrist and don't even know it. The Antichrist is the opposite. It's called antimatter. It does not conform with what we know as what Christ represents. When they say that Jesus came to therefore save the world, Jesus came to save the mind. Mind is master. By numerology, M is 4, I is 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. N is 5. D is 4. 4 and 5 is 9. 13 plus 9 is 22. The master number. That's what mind is. Mind is master. And when mind is master, mind is in control, mind preserves, mind facilitates, mind gives, mind instructs, mind allows for you to live. That's right. Mind allows for you to live. Whenever you have the mind of Christ, the higher consciousness, the higher level of existence. Everything is about mind. It's about the mind, the existence of the consciousness going beyond the realm of the ordinary and going up to the realm of the infinite and to the prosperous and to the exalted and to the enlightened. But based off of not being taught correctly, we think that Christ is a person, a symbol of one person that can only be attained by one man, and that's Jesus. There's been many Christs, and there'll be many more. As Jesus spoke and said, there are many that will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ. Many will come in my name and saying that I am the Christ. Jesus never claimed to be the Christ, only the Messiah. The Messiah is totally different. The Messiah is a messenger. The Messiah is not the authority of mind. John 1:1 and John 3:16 talks about, both in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh. Mind was made flesh. 3:16 talks about, so God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. That Son is not Jesus, it's Christ. Read, study, understand what Christ means. You will be very, very, very surprised that Christ and Jesus does not mean the same thing. It doesn't. It's totally different. Jesus is not the Son of God. Christ is. Christ is the Son of God because Christ bears the principles and the communion of God in spirit, soul, and mind. Thank you.